Welcome.
You are watching Line Screw 1.
Well, hello tubers, hope you're doing well wherever you are. We got a lot to unpack because Carolyn's RV life, she's at it again, or should I just say she's still at it. Now, she's moved a lot of her nonsense onto Twitter because she gets way too much pushback on YouTube from all the truthing that I've been doing. So she's moved on to Twitter. Now, very few people see her tweets, thankfully, but I watch them because she says things that are litigious against me on there, so I have to keep my eye on it. And as an update from previous videos from a few months ago, I do have a 2-year window of litigation in my jurisdiction to sue her, and let's just say we're waiting for the right time to do that. When she thinks I'm zigging, I'll be zagging. And it's always better to litigate your enemy when they're least expecting it and when they least can afford it. So on that note, that's all I'm going to say about that. But I am keeping a very close eye on her nonsense. Now, the funniest thing here, and that's the title of this video, Carolyn's RV claims she was hot. She was hot. Now, I don't know if that's a figment of her imagination, or perhaps it could be true. It's no different than if I claim a broken clock is correct twice a day. I am, in fact, correct that broken clock is correct at that exact moment in time, twice a day, if you catch my drift. Now, of course, we don't make these things up. This is all based on her own information that she provides for me to do these wonderful videos that you all love. Now, from her January 24th tweet, maybe she's gonna erase it after I do this video because she gets a bit embarrassed because I speak truth. But that's her own problem if she wants to erase it. I've already screen captured and archived this stuff for you. So she speaks about going to her 10th reunion from school. And I'm gonna read it here carefully so that I don't get the words incorrect. I went to my 10th, I looked hot. Hot was capitalized. Yeah, you can't make this stuff up. And in brackets, she says, that didn't last long. Well, I'm thinking I'm going to agree with that claim. It didn't last long. And I was thriving in life. Now, this is where you can see how horrible of a person she is, and how when I expose her, I'm not making things up. It's all there for you to see. She wanted to rub in the noses of everyone who bullied her in school. She was bullied in school. Oh, come on. Oh. She accomplished that and never went to another. I mean, folks, there's a lot to unpack there. Who goes to a reunion from their school just to kind of gain some sort of revenge, especially when you're Carolyn? I mean, what did she show up with, a fake metrosexual male supermodel husband? Did she show up with a medical degree from Harvard? Did she show up with bodyguards and she was making it rain with cash? No, of course she didn't. She accomplished pretty much the same thing that the rest of the people after 10 years have accomplished. You know, they went to college, a university, got a trade, maybe fell in love. She didn't accomplish anything. I mean, is she going to now say that she's accomplished so much on the road, living in her RV? So that now she can maybe go to her 40th high school reunion? I mean, it's crazy. And the fact that she claims she was hot. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. Now, hot is a subjective term, I understand. And it's in the eye of the beholder. Now, I don't think too many people are beholding it. I'm not. But if you find her hot, good for you, and that's your own business. I can't argue with your own subjective low standards. You have the right to have high standards or low standards, and that is your fundamental right as a person. So if you think she's hot, great for you. Which brings me to the next tweet. Oh, they're horrible. She's got a tweet up where she's referring to women wearing bras. She's responding to a person named RJ Dreams of Camping, but the idea of wearing a bra and high heels is like the dark age of torture. Yeah, Carolyn responds with, I know, I can't believe it. I used to torture myself. Come on. I know many of you out there have metaphorically called her the braless wonder. And she doesn't have to wear underwear, I suppose. But she's also probably one of the first people in the world that would complain to me if she saw my member of parliament a little too highlighted in tight jeans. She would complain. And she'd probably be the first person to complain to other women who have bigger bosoms that are also going braless. There is no exact dogma for feminism in Carolyn's mind. She kind of makes it up as she goes along, and her mood and her anger of what she wants to complain about just blows like the wind. Some days she can control her anger, some days she can't. But she's just got a bitch. She's got a bitch about everything. It's crazy. Now, do I personally think that her going without proper underwear is appropriate? Probably not. She is an elderly lady of a larger size, and her rotund physique needs a little bit of support. Now, I'm not being mean here. If she wants to look horrible, that is her prerogative. But what is wrong with wearing proper undergarments to kind of pull things together that aren't tight? Now, if she was a prime specimen in really good shape, you know, there are a small number of older women that look great without wearing undergarments of any sort. We know who they are in terms of celebrities, but she's not one of them. But perhaps in her mind, she thinks she's a celebrity and she can get away with that. And trust me, I'm not being misogynist. Like I said, if women don't want to wear undergarments of any kind, that's their business, as long as they meet the legal minimum requirement to be outside, yes. But don't for a minute think that if you look peculiar with your choice of your lack of undergarments, people are going to judge you on that. That's what they do. Hey, don't hate the players, hate the game. I don't make up these rules, okay? So anywho, what do you guys think about Carolyn's latest rant about being hot, and her little rant on Twitter about women not wearing underwear, and how she thinks that she used to torture herself like that but doesn't do it anymore? And apparently she's not really big on the personal grooming of the pits and things like that. I don't know about that. That's a bit scary, you know? And wasn't it just 2 years ago she was complaining that men are not giving her the attention that she deserves anymore now that she's older? Well, why do you think that's happening, folks? I'll tell you why it's happening, because she's letting herself go, and she's like the broken clock that is corrected twice a day. So, Carolyn, don't be that clock. Carolyn, I will support you if you want to wear some supporting undergarments, if you know what I'm saying. There ain't nothing wrong with it. And if you don't want to do that, well, be prepared for comments. It's just a free speech and opinion, and other people down below, I guarantee, will have free speech and opinion about that, and I'm sure most of them will couch their comments as kindly as possible. So in the meantime, folks, stay safe, keep your wheels in the ground. I'll talk to you soon. Over and out.
We can go to figure out what we've done, what we need to do. Yeah, I got you, I got you, I got you.